Hello everybody, it's Monty Thomas. I haven't made a video in a while, but today I'm going to be doing a special video since this is something I recently learned. Might not be perfect, but it looks good. But today I'm going to be showing you how to make pretty decent portraits. This is one of them I made. This was yesterday, and let me get one of the other ones I made. So we're going to be... Fuck, where is it? There it is. No. God damn it. Oh, come on. There it is. And this one. So these look pretty good. They have the skin. Everything looks pretty good. The skin looks well. It looks pretty good as well. And the things you're gonna need for this tutorial is GIMP. And you're also gonna need Paint.net for the smudging. You're also gonna need this smudge plugin. Oh, come on. There you go. Gonna be needing the smudge plugin, which I'll put in the link in the description, how to install it and stuff. But first, let's just get started. We're going to be making a new portrait. We're just going to be using this as an example. This is an Italian admiral during World War II. Just going to use him. And we're going to first colorize the picture. I'll show you how to do basic things for colorization. But find it. Let's just close all this. I don't need this. Okay, so you're gonna get your file open, and first thing you're gonna do, you can decide what to do first. I'm just gonna do the suit and hat first. Colorization is pretty simple. You're just going to pick a color that you think would look good. This guy probably has, let me see something. Okay. We're going to, we actually don't need to crop this, but we're gonna do the suit first. We're gonna get some sort of like this, maybe. Too red. Maybe like that. You're gonna make a new layer, and you're just gonna call it suit, and then put on transparency. And then you're going to get your, actually, I need to see like all these this pixelation shit. You're gonna have to get rid of that since it can hinder the quality of the portrait. So you're just gonna, if you see spots like this, just use a clone tool. This is on GIMP, Paint.net, Photoshop, anything. You're just going to go over spots. I'm not gonna do this like perfectly since it's just a tutorial, but the idea is you're just going to get rid of the pixelation stuff. And fuck. And that looks fine. We'll fix. I mean, it looks fine. But we're gonna first do the suit. So go to the layer, get your tool, and you're gonna put your color over it. So I'm actually going to if you have another picture that doesn't have like these details, you can just color over the whole thing with black, since it won't really make a difference. But like here, like there's stuff like that, so you're going to go to your mode, press overlay, and it will blend in with the color. That looks pretty nice. So I'll be back when I finish the suit and hat. Okay, so we're back. Oh, I didn't even know that key did it, but anyways, I finished colorizing the shirt. The suit and the hat. For the gold, you just get some sort of bright yellow, and that should work. Uh, as you can see, looks like I rushed it. And that's because I just did it for the purpose of this video. But the next part would be the face, and for the face, you'd get this type of color. I'd recommend using it. If you're on GIMP, copy the HTML notation. Actually, I'm gonna put in the link in the description, and then the RGB is right here, which I'm also gonna put. Actually, and so now we're gonna use we're gonna color it, and then we're gonna do the skin. So you put some on, and then you press overlay. There are multiple ways you can do the skin. First way, you can put multiple layers, and look at some pictures only need one layer of skin. If they're like more low quality, I'd recommend putting 2 layers of skin color, and the second layer should be, if you're using a low quality picture, put it on hard light mode and put the opacity to about 50. And if that's too high or low for you, then change it to however you want. But just gonna, let me just do this. Make your brush like fucking big as hell, and then just color all over it. I'm not gonna be doing eyes since I don't really care. We're just gonna do the lips and hair, I guess. I'm just rushing this. But here, and so you just color over all the spots. For this, we're just gonna use one layer skin. Even if I wasn't doing the video, I'd still do one layer since this looks fine. There's a shadow. Gets annoying, so you just try to color. You'd make another layer and you'd try to. I need. Let's do that. Looks fine. And this is nearly finished. So color over all this. And there. Facial hair should be same color as the regular hair. So just this guy looks like he has like probably a dark brown. Should be, that looks fine. Just make a new layer for hair, and then just color over the spot, and then just put the color over the spots where you want it. If you're wondering, if you put the brown on top of the skin color, it'll make this like nasty orange color. Probably like a few spots will pop up, but you can just smudge it out or just use the clone tool. But there, and then just use whatever mode. It depends on the picture. It looks shitty, but I don't really care for now. Come on. I'm not gonna do the eyes since they're pretty self-explanatory. You just get get the whitest color you could. You just get that color and you put it in the white area of colors, pick it and make a new layer, and that's it. So get it. It's done now. Okay. So now the portrait is done, and you're just gonna export. You're gonna export it, and you're going to just test and just put whatever new name you want, or you could just overwrite the original. And you're going to need to get a portrait background. I have one right here. This one isn't accurate, but it's close enough. You're going to close out the old one, and you're going to open your new one. Here we go. And you're going to just use the this rope tool, whatever it's called, and you're gonna lasso tool, that's what it's called. You're gonna just select the areas you wanna bring out, so just cover around the whole body. And then after this, you're gonna paste it onto the portrait background. You're gonna resize it to whatever you need, or you're just gonna keep it the same if you're lucky and it's close size. I think this might be a little smaller. Actually, it's not that bad. Just make it a little smaller. But it'll line up in there. That's gonna be your product, and we're just gonna you're gonna just export this, and you're gonna put it to desktop. You could just put separate stuff, but I'm not gonna put that in tutorial since it's pretty easy. Just gonna go on. Now you're going to need to go to paint.net. So you're gonna go to paint.net, and you're going to find your portrait. The skin's gonna look pale, but if you just put another layer, it'll be fine. So we're gonna open the smudge tool. Here, let me show you. You go to effects, tools, and you're gonna go to smudge if you have it installed. So I'm going to, it's pretty easy. You see how I'm doing it right now. Smudge just makes it softer and such. Just makes it look like it just gets rid of pixelation. That's what it does, really. You can, most useful part to use this tool is definitely the skin, since the skin is probably the hardest part of making a portrait. You can use it on the hat or whatever. And that looks fine. Alright, you could use it here or there, or freaking whatever. And here. Ah, shit, there's the nasty. You can just switch that out as well. But there. Oh, and here it will be useful as well. Gonna smudge this out. when you're using this tool to go back, you do Control Z. It lags for a second, and this is the undo. You don't want to make a mistake on this because it takes a while to go back to a certain point, because here it depends on, actually it would depend on what kind of computer you have, but see how it's glitching right now. I'm gonna smudge all this shit out, and I think we're done. Maybe just fine. Portrait's done. I'd recommend you put more layers of skin. You put more layers of skin color because this looks pretty pale. And also, you put details well, right on the cheeks, nose, and the ear as well. And you'd use a purple for to make the eye socket, and that should be it. So when you're finished, just press OK. It's gonna load for a second, and there you go. And that's our final product. You could increase the, you could say this, and you could bring it back to GIMP, and you can make it brighter, but this is gonna be our final product right here. So if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more. I'm sorry I wasn't that detailed if I was talking about. Hopefully this should help you get some sort of idea how to make some sort of decent portrait. Anyways, goodbye.